Hello dear students, welcome back to my science class. Today I am going to teach you the chapter light. You are watching the channel Learn Science with Moon Ma'am. So let's begin. Light or visible light is electromagnetic radiation within the portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that can be perceived by the human eye. Visible light is usually defined as having wavelengths in the range of 400 to 700 nanometer between the infrared with longer wavelengths and the ultraviolet with shorter wavelengths. Just take a look at this. This is the visible spectrum. In between, infrared having longer wavelength and ultraviolet having shorter wavelength. Within this, 400 to 700 nanometer is the visible spectrum. So light is simply electromagnetic radiation that help us to see the object. Reflection of light. When light falls on a shiny polished surface, it changes its direction. This is called reflection of light. Reflection is a property of light. The process through which light rays falling on the surface on an object are sent back is called reflection of light. The objects having shiny or polished surface reflects more light compared to the object having dull or unpolished surface because they absorb some amount of light. Silver metal is the best reflector of light. This is why plain mirror is made up by depositing a thin layer of silver metal on one side of a plain glass sheet. The silver coating is protected by a red paint. So this is reflection of light. You can see the torchlight fallen on a plain surface, polished surface is reflected back, bounced back to another direction. This is known as reflection of light. Reflection of light can be of regular and diffuse reflection depending upon the surface that reflecting the light. Regular reflection, when parallel rays of light fall on a smooth surface, the reflected rays are also parallel. This is called regular reflection. Regular reflection forms image of object. So just take a look. This is regular reflection, also known as specular reflection. See, parallel ray of light falls on a shiny polished surface and they reflected back on a particular direction. You can see that reflected rays are also parallel to each other. On the contrary, in case of irregular reflection, when parallel rays of light fall on a rough surface, the reflected rays are not parallel. This is called diffused or irregular reflection. Diffuse reflection does not form images of the object as because reflected rays are scattered on different directions. You can see incident rays are parallel to each other but not the reflected ray. But here I would like to mention that in case of diffuse reflection also, light follows laws of reflection. What is laws of reflection? We will learn in the later part of this video. Reflection of light. Here we will learn about a few terminologies. The ray of light which strikes on the surface is called incident. So here you can see this is the incident ray that is striking on a polished mirror. The ray which comes back after reflection is called reflected ray. This is the reflected ray. The perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence. The line drawn at the point of incidence perpendicular to the surface is known as normal. This is an imaginary line. The angle between the normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence. This is the angle of incidence between the incident ray and normal. The angle between the normal and reflected ray is angle of reflection. So this is the angle of reflection formed between the normal and reflected ray. So we have now know what is incident ray, what is reflected ray, what is angle of incidence, what is angle of reflection. Now we will learn about laws of reflection of light. There are two laws. the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. You can see here the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. And the second law is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence always lie on the same plane. Characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. The image is erect, not upside down. You can see erect image. The image is same size as the object. The image is at the same distance from the mirror as the object is in front of it. That means the distance between mirror and object is equal to the distance between mirror and the image. The image is virtual, cannot be obtained on a screen. If the image is obtained on a screen, that is called real image. So this is virtual image that cannot be obtained on a screen. The image is laterally inverted. That means left side turned right. This is how image formed by a plane mirror. You can see the erect image has formed. You can see that the distance between the object and the mirror is equal to the distance between the image and the mirror. It is upside, not upside down. It is erect, distance is same, and this is how the image is formed following the law of reflection. The light ray from this portion, this point, fallen on the mirror, reflected back to the eye, and same happened from each and every portion of the object, and that is how image is formed in the plane mirror. Multiple images. When two mirrors are kept inclined at an angle, they can together form multiple images. This is because the image formed by one mirror is act as object for the other mirror. So, more than one image can be formed if the two mirrors are kept at any particular angle. The number of images formed by two adjacent plane mirrors depends on the angle between the mirror. If the angle between the two mirrors is theta, then the number of images given by n equal to 360 degree by theta minus 1. So that is the formula that will help us know how many images can be formed depending upon the angle between the two plane mirror. So this is the formula. I repeat, n equal to number of images equal to 360 degree by theta minus 1. Now let's check. I will give you a few questions. Quickly you will write down the answers in the comment section. Let's start. How many images are formed by two mirrors at 30 degrees to each other? That means if two plane mirrors forming 30 degree angle with each other, how many images can be formed? Quickly write down your answer in the comment section. I hope you understood how you have to do. N equal to, that means the number of images equal to 360 degree divided by 30 minus 1. So don't forget to write down your answer in the comment section. Next question. How many images are formed by two mirrors at 60 degrees to each other? Quickly calculate and write down your answer. Next, how many images are formed when two plane mirrors are placed at 90 degree? Here I will give you the answer also, just to give you the concept how it can look like. Just take a look. Two mirrors are forming 90 degree angle with each other. So the given formula 360 by 90 minus 1. 360 by 90 equal to 4 minus 1. 3 images can be formed. So see, this is the object and we can see 1, 2, 3 images. Hope you have understood. Can you say, when two mirrors are kept parallel to each other, the number of images is? Any guesses? Two mirrors are kept parallel to each other. When two plane mirrors are kept parallel to each other, an infinite number of images can be seen. infinite number of images can be seen, just like this. Because for one mirror, the image will act as object to the other mirror, and this will continue, and you can see infinite number of images. So that is how multiple images we can see using more than one mirror. This is one application. Periscope. A periscope is an optical instrument that uses a system of prism, lenses, or mirrors to reflect light through a tube. Light from a distant object strikes the top mirror and is then reflected at an angle of 90 degrees down the periscope tube. So in submarine, we can use periscope to see the distant object. Distant object is placed over here. Light ray can enter from the top mirror, then 90 degree down the tube, and then reach the eye, so we can see the object here. Here you can see one periscope that is used in submarine. Next is kaleidoscope. That is another beautiful use of multiple images. A kaleidoscope is a device used to see multiple images of the object. It has 3 inclined mirrors at an angle of 60 degrees to each other. This arrangement is usually kept in a cylindrical box like this and has a few pieces of colored glasses. That glasses move inside this box and form different kind of beautiful design. That is, each time the design is different from the other. We can see beautiful patterns and design due to multiple images formed by the mirrors. So you can take a look at this. In our next class, we will learn about a few more properties of light. Thank you.